headquarters inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Ready? 780. 56, right there, 56. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield, because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Carolina! A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it. 54, right there. 54, Mike. So we got man. Alert 3. Check. He's coming. Double up.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
Yeah. Computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Scared of it.
From the gun, here's Newton. Completes it to Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
This one out quickly to Westbrook. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here we go. Come on, go to base. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got one. I got one. I got one. Next one. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. Check. Crunch. 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 Check. Jogo. Fresno. Fresno. Set up. Set up.
On second down, Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He don't want it. Showing it. Showing it. He's crashing. He's tracking.
Running with Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? 180. 56. Check 56. Here we go. Here we go.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the Saints
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Oh, yeah.
Newton to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check your hot read. Get it roll. 54's mark. 54's mark.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Kill.
On the ground, Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
You better be afraid of me. What? Be afraid of me.
Brissett. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Hey, let's get there. Kill. Under 10. 10. Check.
Brissett to throw on first. It's Williams on the catch. Williams loses the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
56. You better bring it.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Newton. Steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
From the 27, Brissett. The open man is Westbrook. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, New Orleans. D.D. Westbrook, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Gun. Check 13.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton, that's to McCaffrey, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. This is McCaffrey on the give. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, Got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
Check, 47. All day, every day.
On 2nd and 15 now. Newton, he's got Jack Doyle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Brissett sets to throw it. And this is Cook with a grab. Give him 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Brissett. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. He's clean. He's checking. Crash.
Into the air once more. It's Brissett. And he hits his man, Matthews. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Brissett now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Brissett again. Snead's got it. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Brissett. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Brissett. And he finds Cook. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
59, Mike. Check, 59. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 59.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's 2nd down and goal at the 5-yard line.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Lucky. Shoot. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 9.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
I'm coming after you. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Here's Brissett. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Brissett. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Push him back. Check him. Hey, turn it up.
This will be a jet sweep. Here's Thomas with it. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Let's go.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Out of the gun, Newton. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 7 that time, second and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal.
49, check 49, check 49.
Great.
Here's Newton. How about... And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Hey,
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
you can't block me. Slam.
Again, it's Kamara. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead.